Fantastic Facts.
Hey guys, it's Carolyn with Fantastic Facts, and these are 10 of the creepiest and downright frightening websites on the internet. Prepare yourself and get ready to be pretty creeped out as we explore some of the weirder spots on the web. Number 1. When could you die? We're all familiar with apps and sites that feature a fun little "when will I die" calculator, but this website goes in a much more sinister direction, which in exchange for some private personal info, the site presents you with an eerie, supposed death date. This date, typically years before a date given by a normal "when will I die" calculator, factors in hereditary info and lifestyle habits when leaving you with a bleak outlook for the rest of your day. Number 2. Souvenirs of sadness. This website catalogs transcripts, air traffic control, and cockpit recordings of plane crashes. If death scares you in any way, don't go anywhere near this site. Why would someone want to catalog this? We haven't the slightest idea. Number 3. Saving yourself for the Lord. From horrifying to just plain weird, this site adds a whole new meaning to the idea of a religious bust, selling all sorts of Bible-themed sex toys. We'll admit, points for creativity, but we also think God and his brethren wouldn't take kindly to this use of their image. Number 4. Defecation ratings. That's about as PC as we can make it. RateMyPoo.com allows you to create a profile where you can upload pictures of your bowel movements and have people rate them. What's more is people get creative with their photos. That's about all we can say without getting sick. Not for the faint of heart. Number 5. Suicide statistics. Ranking up there with the likes of plane crash record collecting, this site catalogs the number of people who commit suicide on Skyway Bridge in Florida. The bridge ranks number 4 in the US for most suicides, and if you want, you can watch a lot of them. Come on, put up a net. Number 6. Conspiracy theories with credibility. Most conspiracy theories can be washed away with a modicum of skepticism, but how easily can you wave off a conspiracy if it's backed by a professor from Oxford? This site is dedicated to the theory that we are all already living in a computer simulation. It's honestly a little convincing. Don't go here if you want to go to bed tonight without wrapping foil around your head. Number 7. Scary stories. This site contains a bevy of horror stories that will leave you clutching your covers if you stay on the site too long. The site can claim the birth of Slender Man, Ben the Haunted Game cartridge, and many others. We're warning you though, stay away from the grifter. It's terrifying. Number 8. Internet Purgatory. Ever wonder what it would be like to sit in a waiting room for an eternity? Zombo.com was created to deliver just that. The website starts with a loading for a page that never arrives. What's even creepier is that an ominous voice and endless elevator music prods at you forever and ever and ever. Legend has it that if you stay on the website long enough, you get sucked in. Number 9. Last words. If you survive the plane crash and suicide catalogs, this one might just take you to the limit. A government state site in Texas has transcripts of the final words of inmates heading to death row. A look inside the psyche of people confronting their mortality is chilling and often very sad. What's crazy is that this site is still very active, with some of the transcripts coming from recent executions. Number 10. Science fiction meets science crazy. Some people just need an elaborate explanation for the state of the world. This site outlines the escape of humanity when the all-too-close apocalypse finally hits. The site states that those who believe will have their 4th heart chakra opened and enter a higher dimension and live beside a reptilian robotic race. Or maybe we become robots. It's very confusing. Have a look for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Know of a ridiculous, crazy, or creepy website we missed? Let us know in the comments. Curious about the websites mentioned in this video? Check the description below for links. I'm Carolyn, and this has been Fantastic Facts. See you next time, and remember to keep laughing and learning.